I've always loved the water. When I had the opportunity to join the military and become a diver, it was a perfect combination. It was in my blood, and I just loved it.
Okay, let's do it!
I'm Sub-Lieutenant Tania Meloni, and I've been a port inspection diver for 12 years. I'm currently a Mars officer posted to the Atlantic coast.
Dive! Times 125. Record that for me.
Roger that, Sue.
Thank you.
In the case of a lost diver scenario, we don't necessarily know what's going on until a diver has reached the surface.
If you can't find your partner, immediately surface.
Forward pulls received. Diver coming up.
Why that's so important is because the last known location of that diver is you coming to the surface, so surface immediately.
Diver's on the surface.
Then we transition to the next phase of lost diver. Diver surfaces, says to the dive supervisor that I've lost my buddy.
Krista, inflate your BC!
The supervisor will immediately come to you, ask you quickly what happened.
When'd you last see him? I just saw him 2 minutes ago, right here. T-flashes. Give me the T-flashes.
The supervisor will immediately put diver recalls in the water.
Everybody's eyes on the horizon.
Communication is paramount to the safety and security and efficiency of your dive team.
Does anybody see any bubbles out there?
But there should only be one voice, and that would be your supervisor. You start to think for everybody else. You project.
Stand by. Get ready.
You might even have to push a few people around in order to get your meaning across.
If there's no response with the diver recall, then you're going to launch the lost diver marker.
Deploy the lost diver marker.
That shot is the last known location that you or the supervisor or that the other diver can say, oops, I've lost Joe or I've lost my dive partner.
Neutral.
Okay, bring him over to the edge.
That's why that reference point becomes very critical for the searches that go on after that point.
Diver clear.
There's no response to the diver recalls, so now I have to put in my safety diver.
There's very specific tasks that are assigned to each person.
Diving control, we've got a lost diver situation, but we just deployed a standby diver. Over.
It's important that they understand their job and their task in order to make sure that it gets accomplished. So there's a certain level in terms of as a supervisor we can take control of, but there's also a whole other gamut of information that as a supervisor we can just, put in the trust of our divers. And we have to. We have to make sure that we can trust them.
The safety diver is going to conduct one of the most important drills that he should know and that the team should know, which is the circle search for a lost diver.